In this episode of Viral Rewind, we're going to look at a Visual Basic Script virus for a change. Now, I've kind of already showed a little bit of one in a video before with the little birthday thing that I wrote up. This is an actual malicious VBS file out there, and it's called MemEat, and you can probably gather from what the name of it is what it's intended to do with the name MemEat. Mem being short for memory, and it's got the word eat next to it, so you can kind of gather that it's probably going to find some way to use up computer memory. So, when we run this Visual Basic Script virus, you get a little action icon on the mouse cursor, and we get no dialog box or anything like that, so a user would probably think nothing of it. And we would kind of just go about our business, etc., etc. And, we'll shut our computer down and then turn it on another day. So I'm just going to restart it. And again, VBS files, they make use of the Windows scripting host. It's basically, Visual Basic Script is a kind of a programming language that you can use to make certain commands or things like that. Oops, and I got a fluffy still in the drive. Therefore, change is expected. And so Visual Basic Scripts allow you to make little programs and things like that, or do some kind of commands in the Windows shell for file operations, that kind of thing. Of course, from all that, you can understand how they can be made to do stuff maliciously. So we're booting back into Windows Millennium. And what's this? We're getting all these notepads opening up. It's continuously opening notepads, and it keeps trying to exit out of Windows. And it shut the computer off. Okay, well, that might seem a little weird to the user. Let's turn it back on. Let this IBM Net Vista boot back up here. So what we saw there is we saw a whole bunch of notepad windows opening up, one after the other, and then Windows shut down, because obviously we saw that in the computer shut down. So let's try to boot into Windows again. Again, pretending we're like the average unsuspecting user. Well, what the heck's going on here? Booting back in. And here come all the notepads again. And now it's shutting Windows down again. And it's powered the computer off again. So, okay, let's try booting into safe mode this time, so we can bypass all the startup options. Close that out. So let's try to take a look at the code of this Visual Basic Script virus and see what it has done. WordPad. So what we saw there is it opened up a whole bunch of notepad windows when Windows loads up, and then the computer shut down. So basically what we can determine from looking at the code here is it has obviously a shell operation being done with this line here. Oops. Turn this down. The iris on this camera doesn't like being this bright. Anyway, so we got this shell operation here, and then we can see it's declaring a counter from 1 to 203, and then it's got an increment of +1. And there's 3 registry write operations here. And if we look, you can see, there's Notepad, then there's WordPad, and then we see another one for going into Rundale32 to execute an exit Windows command. And you can tell from the E here, if we look at these counters, what it's doing is it's adding registry entries about 203 times. So there's about 203 registry entries of notepad, wordpad, and rundel32 with the exit Windows command. So let's go into regedit and see if we can find that. So it's going to be in current version, run, and now. So that's where we can look for some of this stuff. Let me make sure here. Microsoft Windows. Key local machine. And software. Microsoft. Go down to Windows. Current version. This mouse is acting up a little bit on me. Go down to run. And if we maximize this, we can see all these registry entries to open up WordPad. Whole bunch of entries, and then there's a whole bunch of entries for Notepad, and then there's all the entries for rundel32 with the exit Windows command. So, as I said, what that VBS file did is it basically inserted 200 plus registry entries to run WordPad, Notepad, and the exit Windows command of rundel32. So it tries to eat up all the memory on the system when Windows loads up, and then, if possible, then tells the computer to shut down. So what I'm going to do here is clear all this out with the registry backup. Data has been successfully entered. Now that may not have cleared it. We may still need to, yeah, we're still going to have to do it. So, to clear this out, I'm just going to select that. Go all the way to the bottom, delete, and that took care of all the registry entries. Now let's try restarting and see if we can go back into Windows without having all those pop-ups up here along with the computer trying to shut down. And we don't have any notepads showing up, or even WordPads, or Windows trying to shut down. We have pretty much cured the effects of this malicious VBS file. So we can just go to the recycle bin. So that's pretty much it for the MEMEat Visual Basic script virus.